Hey, church family. Read through the Gospels and you'll quickly discover that several of those whom Jesus called as his disciples were fishermen. Included in that number was Simon Peter. When he laid down his nets to follow Jesus, he also gave up his lifestyle and his profession. That's why it's interesting that in John 21, after Jesus' death on the cross, we find that Peter is back out on the water because he's gone back to fishing. Some scholars believe that the reason is that after Peter's 3 denials of Christ, he felt like he was no longer qualified to be part of Jesus' inner circle. And as a result, he went back to the life he had before Jesus had called him to come and follow. I don't think that Peter expected that Jesus would pursue him to talk about those courtyard denials. The first thing that caught Peter's attention in this encounter was the miraculous catch of fish. In John 21, we're told, at dawn, Jesus was standing on the beach, but the disciples couldn't see who he was. He called out, "Fellows, have you caught any fish?" "No," they replied. Then Jesus said, "Throw out your net on the right-hand side of the boat, and you'll get some." So they did, and they couldn't haul in the net because there were so many fish in it. Then the disciple Jesus loved, this by the way is John, said to Peter, "It is the Lord." And when Simon Peter heard that it was the Lord, he put on his tunic, for he'd stripped for work, jumped into the water, and headed to shore. As I mentioned, that miraculous catch of fish undoubtedly caught Peter's attention. But what he found when he reached the beach would have given him real reason to stop and think. Because on the beach was a charcoal fire. Now that may not seem like an important detail to you or me, but the only other time that you encounter those words charcoal fire in the scriptures are at the scene of Peter's 3 denials of Jesus. Right after breakfast here, Jesus asked Peter, not once, not twice, but 3 times, whether Peter loved Jesus. Why ask that question 3 times? Most scholars believe the 3 questions corresponded to Peter's 3 denials. And with each question, Jesus was giving Peter another chance for a new relationship with him. I pray this story would encourage you to realize that no matter how many times you may have turned away from the Lord, he's always standing on the shore of your life, calling you back and asking you if you're ready to follow him. Amen.